guys, we finally have my project bike, my 2002 CBR F4i stunt bike. Here she is. This is one of my favorite spots to film, so I just want to do a little walk around. I'll do a parts breakdown video down the line, but today what we're going to focus is just on the general build, and then we're going to go for the test ride, and I'm just going to break down how different it is from when I originally had it and it was OEM to this point where now, you know, it's modded up. It's got a couple little different things, so let's get right into that, yo. So obviously, as you guys could see, the bike no longer has fairings. It is fully naked. It's got the cage and all that good stuff, but basically I was given advice to take off the fairings while I practice my wheelies, so if I do drop it or when I do drop it, there will be no damage to the fairings. So when I want to dress it back up again, she'll be ready to go. She'll look real nice. So I pretty much done all the research online, YouTube channels like Brian636, Rod Rippin, Dank Willie, you know, all the pretty popular guys that you could find on the YouTube that could break down some of these builds. A lot of it was just self-learning too. I'm pretty good, like mechanically inclined, but overall I was able to just do some research, dig in, ask questions. One of our buddies, Rookie Rebel, is also a stunt rider. He's pretty good. He's a super nice guy, and he gave me a lot of input. So I started slowly building the bike, slowly worked it to this point, and just truly have made it my dream bike. This is what I wanted when I envisioned this, so therefore I started just slowly doing the research, saving the money, putting everything together, and now this is what we have. We have a fully built bike. I mean, I could still do the forks, and there's other things that I could do that would make it even better, but just as a starter bike, I think it looks great. I think it came out great. Slowly building your dreams is what this channel's about, so let's get it. I think overall I'm just gonna do a little walk around and we're gonna go for a rip, man. I want to break down the differences from when I originally built this to now, the difference of the rods, the handlebars, sitting position, everything. To me, it has actually made the motorcycle a better motorcycle. So rolling, let's go. She sounds mean too. Alrighty, let's get this thing going. First and foremost, I like to say that this build has been a journey itself, but the only reason why I started learning about stunt rides and stunt motorcycles and stunt builds was about a year ago. I actually lost somebody very important in my life, and basically I was going through a really tough time, deep depression, and I started finding on YouTube one of the first persons that I saw stunt riding video wise was Brian636, and I started watching his channel, and slowly I just started, you know, kind of like diving deep into the actual like stunt community and stunt bikes and all that, and I just fell in love with how, you know, you could build a bike, get out there and just make great friendships, and in general it was like it's its own culture. So that absolutely like started making me fall in love with what it actually is to build a bike and enjoy it and share these times and memories with your friends. So after a while I started daydreaming about owning a stunt bike and learning how to do some wheelies, and eventually what I did was I started looking on Facebook Marketplace for a motorcycle, and I actually bought this bike from a guy that had laid it down. The front was wrecked, and you can see that on my YouTube channel that I actually built this bike up and then tore it down again when I rebuilt it for a stunt bike. But it was crazy because it was like meant to be. I looked up a bike, it was around the price range that I wanted. It was $2,100 that I paid for this motorcycle, and now you have it. Here we are later on, you know, months on, almost a year later, I was able to build this bike and actually now get to enjoy it. But this whole thing has been a journey, man. It's been crazy, like just little by little learning how patient you got to be, and just kind of like pretty much learning how to build these bikes. It's basically how do I explain it? I mean, I just had to really learn about what it is to build your custom bike and set it up the way you want, you know. And it takes money to do this, man. It's not cheap, but I was eventually just said, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it, man. You gotta build your dreams. You only live once. So I said, I'm just gonna do it. And I started doing the research, buying the parts, slowly building the bike that I wanted, the bike of my dreams, you know. And man, it's just been such a wonderful journey. But back to the YouTube channel and Brian66, Thank Willie, and all those guys that I watch, man, it really helped me heal through the pain that I was going through my family lost. And that's one of the things that I could get out of like riding and doing this, is like, man, out of one thing, which is riding motorcycles and building bikes, is like, it really may help me heal. And you would never think, man, a lot of people, you know, they go to like religious options, they go to different things, and for me it was really just motorcycles, man. It's really helped me put my mind together, bring my thoughts back, and just heal up and feel better about life, and just kind of keep pushing. So that was one of the things that really got me going when I got into this whole building bikes. So after that, then I put this up a little bit. Then shortly thereafter, after the bike was built, I just kind of said, you know what, this is what dreams are made of. You set goals and you accomplish them. And many other things have happened in my life that has just helped me level up and realize that, you know, things are gonna happen, tragedies are gonna happen, but life is not over, and you must continue pushing for those that came before you, and those that came after you, and those that left the earth before us. So it's never over. You got to keep pushing, and that's it, man. Let's go. Let's do this ride. So first and foremost, what I like to say is the sitting position with the dirt bike handlebars. Number one, when I ordered the dirt bike handlebars, I didn't really know how it was gonna ride, or how it was gonna sit, or if it even was the right bend for me. But I just said, you know what, I'm gonna order it. So I ordered it, installed it, and I took it around my neighborhood a couple times, and I realized that I freaking love the way that your back is just straight and you're not leaning over like on my other bike, on the Cowie. It's super comfortable. So that right there is the W already. And then the front end, for me to be able to install the triple clamp and the handlebars, I had to lift up the front end a little bit, which kind of makes it a little more nimble, man. The bike is just like really easy to just swerve and slide and take turns. So that was one thing that like surprised me. I didn't know that was going to be a thing. So that's another pro, another positive. I guess, yeah, let's keep going through the pros, and then we'll go through the cons, I guess. Two things, the bike's completely naked, so it gives it a meaner look to me. I really enjoy that. I really like that. And just honestly, man, it's just like, I'm really proud of what I built. This is what I wanted. I did it, and I'm sure I got more to learn and more to do, but man, this is an absolute dream come true. Some of the cons that I'll probably have to say is that when a bike looks the way it does, like this, naked with the stunt cage, you're probably gonna get people looking at you, especially maybe cops, if they know what stunt bikes are and all that. They're probably gonna look at you and say, you know, oh, there goes the stunt rider, or they might look at you even more and try to give you a ticket or whatnot. But I'm not worried about all that. I'm not trying to ride streets or anything like that. I'll probably end up practicing on the lot first before I even take it onto the street. So I'm not even worried about that. My bike's fully legal. I got a plate on it. I'm not doing no dumb stuff out here. I'm working hard. I'm just a guy trying to build his dreams and share it with you guys. So that's one of the cons, I guess. Another con would be that, I'm trying to think here. Another con is that you lose top end. You're gonna lose top end speed, and that's okay, because I don't like going too fast anyways on motorcycles. That's kind of ironic, but yeah, I'm not like a speeder. I don't really like to go super fast. Like, to me, the faster you go, the faster when you go down, if you go down, is like the faster you're gonna hit the freaking walls. The way I think about it like that, and I always thought about it like that. Don't get me wrong, like if we go on the highway and it's wide open, I'm gonna be able to, you know, get on it, I'll get on it. But if there's like an open split or something like that, but other than that, I'm not looking to get hurt out here, man. I'm just trying to have a good time. I'm 33 years old. I'm not trying to die anytime soon, so that's kind of like what I keep in the back of my mind, and I keep pushing forward. So yeah, definitely, man, I love this motorcycle. It's just like, I always wanted a FC07 when they came out, but now that I built this and I ride it and it rides the way it does, like, I feel like I don't even need to get one now, man. And for the price that I got this, it's like way cheaper. So for me, it's like, nah, I'm just gonna keep this, man. Like, FC07s are going for like 5-6 grand right now, especially like the 2015 models. I'm not trying to do that. I'll just keep this, keep building it. Man, a 20-year-old bike will do just the same thing as a newer bike to me, you know. And it's I built it as a naked sport now, so we're good to go, man. We keep it going. One of the other things I want to talk about is we'll talk about the RSC clutch lever. I think it's a great thing to have in your bike in general, so I'll probably end up putting one of these on the Kawasaki. They're just a little expensive right now for me to get another one, but that's another great thing that I love about this is the RSC clutch lever. I do miss my mirrors, so sometimes I think about putting bar end mirrors for a little while. I mean, I don't even know how to wheelie yet, so I'm not worried about doing tank tricks or anything like that. I gotta work my way up to that. Baby steps to that, you know. So that's one thing. That's another con, that I don't have mirrors, but I guess, you know, just look over your shoulder. And I've been riding for a while, so just, you know, you gotta be careful. It gets crazy here in Florida. Sometimes it gets crazy, but overall, that's another con. I still gotta hook up the headlight, which I'm gonna do when the switch comes in. And yeah, man, I have a tail light on it, I have a plate. Everything's good on this bike. I mean, I absolutely freaking love it, man. I'm just glad I get to share this first ride with you guys. I'm kind of like doing a little bit of everything. I'm in traffic. I was over there by the ocean, just kind of showing you guys how we get down out here. And yeah, man, I hope you guys are liking the views. I'm gonna give you 2 angles of this thing, and hope to see more videos like this, because I'm gonna put them out. You're gonna see a lot of more content with this bike. It's probably gonna be my daily rider, unless we're gonna do like a 2-hour ride away or something like that. Then and if we're gonna do a lot of highways, I'll take the Cowie. But other than that, I'm gonna be riding this thing every day. I want to get as comfortable as possible riding it. Another thing is the Cowie, I want to get the wheels powder coated. I want to do new rotors. I want to do steel braided brake lines. So all that stuff I gotta do, and the bike has to sit while I'm doing all that, you know, because it takes time to do all that. So that's basically what I'm working towards.